Bad thing, though, is that, and I don't know if this is bad, but I've been trying to think about, like, business, post-corona business.
Mm-hmm.
I think Amazon was, like, on the track to potentially getting broken up by the government. You know, like, when you have so much influence in one part of the market, right, there are antitrust laws that are in place to potentially break you up because you might have a monopoly, right? And you might create a situation where there isn't fair competition, and capitalism thrives off competition, right?
Is this coming from, like, some knowledge you have, or is this just a theory?
I think it's like a theory, but it's also like based on just like past research and like
Because,
little
like,
conversations I've heard.
People were saying that about Walmart before Amazon came along.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
yeah.
were-
And I
they
think
were-
Walmart was probably close. Walmart just has such a stranglehold on like the American workforce, right? They employ so many fucking people, that'd be like a big deal. But AT&T got broken up. Like, this has happened before. And I think Amazon was going in that direction, right? Anytime you influence the market too much, you can be broken up, right? Here's the problem. The reason why Amazon hasn't been touched is usually a company is broken up when the consumer is punished by that company being a monopoly. In other words, let's say, what was it? Standard Oil? Was that the Rockefeller Oil Company? Standard Oil, something like that. I believe it was Standard Oil. Rockefeller ran, oil, right? He could charge whatever the fuck he wanted for oil. If he wanted, he could do $30 a gallon. There was no other place to go get gas for your fucking car, right? Mm-hmm. So you get punished. The thing about Amazon is, even if it is a monopoly, it's this weird monopoly in that it just makes shit more affordable for the consumer.
Yeah.
So everybody's hesitant to break it up because they're like, we're just kind of benefiting from this, right? Now, the scary thing is what happens when they're the only game in town. Then they don't have to make things better for the consumer. They could actually make things worse, and there's nobody to compete with them to keep the prices down. So I remember what won't say again. No,
I don't think it'll be broken up only because they allow other people to sell stuff on Amazon.
So this is what they've been doing. So Amazon is genius. They allow other people to sell shit on Amazon, right? And they track the sales, right? And then if it's a really good selling item, they make the same item and then promote it to the people who have bought that item. For example, we have a bag that we travel with, right?
Yeah.
It carries all of our camera gear. The first bag we got was not from Amazon. Then Amazon started making the exact same bag
That's true.
for cheaper, and we bought that bag.
That's definitely true.
Right? So they could create an unfair practice with the consumption of goods, and they could also promote their products over other ones so it wouldn't be an even playing field.
Yeah.
Right? So I understand where this could go. That being said, they don't get touched after Corona because they might be one of the few businesses that's actually doing well.
Yeah.
So you can't break up a business that's actually doing well. You need those businesses. So it's going to be a really tough time for new businesses to be created because Amazon will come out of this way stronger, way better than they were in the first place, with way more market share and way more confidence, consumer confidence, right? It's going to be an amazing time for Amazon after Corona, right? Here's the thing. Very hard for startups to pop up after after Corona, because they'll be coming up in the toughest time in business. There'll be nobody with capital to invest, right? And very few consumers to purchase the products that they're selling, right? That being said, the companies that come out of the post-Corona economy will be the most successful companies for the next 50 years minimum. Okay. They're Bane, right? I'm not afraid of the dark. I was born in it. I live in it. I'm comfortable here. You know what I'm saying? They're companies that will be incredibly lean and incredibly efficient because they were born out of poverty. They were born out of a situation where there was bare bones to function. So they found a way to function with almost nothing and become profitable with almost nothing. So when the economy starts to turn around, those companies are going to fucking flourish. So I think it's actually a really cool time because whatever companies look successful coming at us that are new, and again, don't trust me about investment shit just yet. I haven't figured it out. But I would be personally bullish on those companies because I'm like, whoa, you found a way to succeed now? You found a way to thrive now. When abundance comes back, you are going to be Gucci.
And I did want to just offer the advice. Somebody mentioned this to me. Anybody interested in starting a business, like if you're at home and you have more time, like really get all your, ducks in a row. Like get all your stuff ready, because the moment this is over, they're going to be throwing money out.
They're going to be throwing money during it.
Yeah, and during it. It's going to be so easy to get a business loan, small business loan, a startup loan. So it's like, if you have all your shit in place and you really were thinking about, all right, when am I going to start my business? Now's the time.
It's just, it is, but it isn't.
No. It's to start it after, once everybody's back into like
and
spending.
That might be another 12, 24 months. That's the tricky thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's like, I want you to be bullish, but at the same time, I can't advise it, just because people are going to start losing their jobs. They start losing their jobs. They don't have money to spend. They can't spend. How are people going to buy your product?
Yeah,
Something to
I'm
consider.
talking about like when people are back to work.
Exactly. So now it's timing it.
Yeah.
So now it's like figuring out what the market needs, figure out what could survive a pandemic, what type of business is always there. Like toilet paper ain't going nowhere. You got a better version of toilet paper? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody found a way to make wet wipes go on the roll. Find a way to make wet wipes go on the roll. If you can make wet wipes go on a roll and not go dry, you might have a business. Right? There's something there.
That's interesting, yeah.
Right? So it's like, figure out the things that could exist during a pandemic. Figure out the things we really need. All these people are making these fucking businesses that were completely unnecessary, that we don't actually need. They were only functions of abundance. Right? Like, here, I have a head massage business. Just come and get your head massage only. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, how great is your week that you're like, I might as well just get my head massaged? That shit is gone, B.
Yeah.
Only the necessities.